This tattooed man is no ordinary person, but the leader of a notorious gang in Japan. He has brutally murdered many people. Today, this girl was about to become the next victim in his collection. But this tattooed man had no idea that he himself would be the next victim. All his gang members had already been silently eliminated by a stranger. Sensing danger, the man draws all the curtains. Then, pistol in hand, he heads up the stairs to find his enemy. But his guess was completely wrong. Suddenly, all the lights in the house go out. At that very moment, he doesn't even realize that the killer has been hiding behind him all along. Without warning, a wire tightens around his neck. He writhes in agony, and within moments, he dies. This cold-blooded killer is named Kim. He is from Korea and has been living in Japan for the past 8 years. 8 years ago, Kim was a secret agent for South Korea, but suddenly his entire organization was shut down. To erase all evidence, the organization decided to eliminate every agent. At that very moment, Kim's boss warned him to run for his life. Before fleeing, Kim went to meet his lover one last time. As soon as the elevator doors opened after their farewell, the organization's men attacked him. But they had no idea who they were about to face. Kim is a master of fighting in tight spaces. He took them down one by one. His girlfriend froze in fear. She couldn't believe that the man she thought was simple could be so ruthless and dangerous. Later that day, Kim left Korea and fled to Japan. There, he became a well-known mercenary. After 8 years of constant bloodshed, he grew tired of this life. He decided that killing the tattooed gangster would be his final mission. After this, he planned to go to Panama and live a normal life. But that very morning, he received a call from his former boss. Kim was devastated by the news. His lover had been murdered. He immediately returned to Korea and identified the body. The girl he once saw as beautiful and smiling was now covered in wounds. Her internal organs had been removed. This sight shattered Kim to the core. Then another horrifying truth came to light. His former boss revealed that 8 years ago, when Kim left Korea, his girlfriend had been pregnant. She later moved to Thailand, gave birth to their child alone, and raised her by herself. But now their daughter was nowhere to be found. Kim saw a photo of his lover and child, which brought tears to his eyes. He now decided to go to Thailand to find his daughter and avenge the woman he loved. Meanwhile, at the tattooed gangster's funeral, his younger brother arrived. His name was Ray, a ruthless killer. This man was so cruel that he would hang his enemies upside down and slowly torture them to death. Now his only goal was to make Kim suffer the same pain his brother had endured. But as soon as Ray arrived in Thailand, a local gang lured him into a house. They mistake him for a simple tourist. Little do they know that the man they are facing is like the god of death. Ray calmly wields his sword and knife with ruthless precision, cutting down his enemies one after another. All the goons in the warehouse rush toward their own deaths. At that moment, Ray fights like pure evil, not like a normal human being, as if he enjoys the act of killing. Moments later, Ray emerges from the warehouse covered in blood, and his next target is Kim. Meanwhile, Kim finally tracks down the men who brutalized his wife. These men call themselves real estate agents, but in reality, they are extremely dangerous criminals who target wealthy individuals. Kim's wife was also their victim. When they learned she was wealthy, they conspired with the nanny to kidnap her daughter for ransom. But as soon as they received the money, these monsters revealed their true intentions. They sold the girl to organ traffickers. Kim understands that such people do not deserve to live in this world. Without showing any emotion, he cuts off the man's fingers and demands information about his daughter. But the answer he receives shatters him. The man claims, "The nanny killed your daughter." Hearing this, Kim is devastated. The pain feels like a knife stabbing into his heart. After this, he refuses to let that vile man live. But the story is not over yet. Next comes the wicked nanny. Kim wastes no time and quickly tracks them down. He ties both husband and wife to chairs. Kim grabs the man's hand and cuts off his finger right in front of his wife's eyes. The woman collapses in horror. Terrified, she finally tells the truth. Kim's daughter is still alive. The nanny sold her to organ traffickers in Thailand. However, there is one problem. Kim does not know Thai, so he hires a strange but clever man named Joji. Joji is the kind of person who would do anything for money. He pretends to have undergone a gender change and poses as an organ buyer. Together, they travel to Thailand. The smugglers take them to a building where many innocent children are being held captive. The traffickers say they can sell organs from whichever child the buyers choose. They tell Kim to pick any child he wants. Kim carefully looks at each child, but his daughter is nowhere to be found. He tells the sellers, "I want the organ of a Korean girl." They respond, "There was a Korean girl yesterday, but someone already bought her organs. She has been sent for surgery." Kim's heart sinks. He breaks down the door and shows the children a picture, asking if they have seen the girl. Just then, a boy whispers, "Yes, she came with me in the same car, but she was taken away first." Kim lifts the boy's shirt and sees a deep surgical mark. This means an organ has already been removed from the boy's body. The sight shakes Kim to the core. His anger reaches its peak when suddenly, the goons arrive at the door. Kim does not want to waste a single moment. In a few precise moves, he kills all the goons standing in front of him. Then he questions questions the remaining children, asking, "Where was my daughter taken?" Just then, the same boy who helped earlier steps forward and names a location. He says she will be taken there for surgery. Kim is about to take the child with him when suddenly a dead body is seen lying at the end of the corridor. In fact, Ray had already reached there. Without delay, Kim hands the child to Joji, tells him to run with her, and turns back. Now two monsters stand face to face. Every move they make is meant to kill. Neither of them hesitates for even a moment. But Kim knows his daughter is still in danger. He does not want to drag out the fight. Seeing an opportunity, he pushes Ray out of the corridor. Then he slams the door shut and locks it. Outside, Ray grits his teeth in anger. Kim breaks a window, jumps out, and escapes. After some time, he reaches the place the child had mentioned. Stopping in front of the building, he climbs the opposite structure to look inside. That is when he sees his daughter for the first time. Kim's eyes fill with tears. But the moment of happiness does not last long. The thugs quickly put the girl into a car and take her toward the operations center. Kim immediately starts a car and begins chasing them. Meanwhile, Ray realizes that defeating Kim will not be easy. On the way, he stops at a weapons shop. The shopkeeper arrogantly says, "I don't sell weapons to just anyone." Kim calmly replies, "I haven't even asked for anything yet." The next moment, the shop falls silent as the shopkeeper is completely overpowered. Kim leaves with weapons and grenades. Now, he is even more dangerous. Kim continues chasing the vehicle carrying his daughter. But suddenly, Ray appears in the middle of the road with a weapon in hand. Without hesitation, he starts firing wildly. Now Kim has no choice but to escape. He quickly turns the car around and speeds away. Ray also turns his car around and begins chasing Kim. Suddenly, two police vehicles block the road. Ray is behind him and the police are in front. Enemies are everywhere. Kim immediately realizes that the police are less dangerous than Ray. He deliberately maneuvers so Ray's path collides with them and cuts through the road to escape. Ray, laughing, attacks the police. As he flees, he throws grenades to slow them down. The police force rapidly increases. Now Ray has to abandon his pursuit of Kim and fight the officers himself. Several officers surround him. Soon, special forces arrive. Ray is left alone against them all. No matter how dangerous a person is, one man cannot last long against so many. Ray understands that if he stays, he will be killed. He throws a grenade at his weapons bag, causing a massive explosion. In the smoke and chaos, Ray seizes the chance to escape. Meanwhile, Kim races toward the place where his daughter is being prepared for surgery. He breaks down the door and storms inside. 3 doctors are getting ready for the operation. Kim does not hesitate for even a second. 3 well-aimed shots ring out, and all 3 men fall to the ground. His daughter survives. Kim picks her up with trembling hands. After 8 years of separation, he finally holds her again and takes her to a safe hotel without delay. Kim feels awkward. He doesn't know how to be a father or how to behave, but his daughter gently takes his hand. Kim's eyes fill with tears. Meanwhile, Ray, strapped with grenades across his body, heads straight to the organ trafficking ringleader's house. His intention is clear. He wants to set a deadly game in motion to kill Kim. The next morning, Kim leaves his daughter at the hotel and goes to buy tickets to leave the country illegally. But when he returns and opens the elevator door, hundreds of thugs who are lying in wait attack him. They are powerless against Kim. He begins to beat them back with brutal force. The elevator becomes useless. Kim moves relentlessly toward the stairs. The thugs swarm like bees, but Kim is undeterred. The only thing that matters to him now is reaching his daughter. He cuts down everyone in his path. Eventually, all the thugs lie defeated on the ground. Kim, covered in blood, makes his way to his daughter's room. He opens the door and is instantly caught in a trap. This was Ray's real plan. This time, there is no escape. A thug attacks him from behind, throws him to the ground, and restrains him. With a trembling voice, Kim says only one thing: "Leave my daughter. Give me whatever punishment you want," but Ray laughs. There is no trace of humanity in his eyes. He wants to wipe out not just Kim, but his entire bloodline. Kim tries to get up in anger, but he is attacked again from behind. This time, he loses consciousness. Ray dismisses all his men. He wants to enjoy this final act alone. He orders Kim to be taken to a specific location, and his daughter is taken along, locked inside a suitcase. For him, this is not just revenge. It is a game, and the final round is about to begin. As Ray transports Kim, preparing for his final revenge, Joji witnesses everything from the basement. He speeds his car forward and crashes into Ray's vehicle. The car flips into the air and Kim is freed. Without stopping, Kim takes a shortcut. Now, the only thing on his mind is his daughter. Within moments, he intercepts Ray's car. He fires directly at the glass. The window shatters and Kim jumps into the moving vehicle. A fierce fight erupts inside the car. The two clash violently. Although Kim is known as a master of close combat, Ray is no ordinary opponent. Neither can overpower the other completely. The car smashes through everything on the road before hitting a curb and overturning. Kim immediately runs to the suitcase. He finds that his daughter is alive, but at that very moment, Ray stabs him in the back. Still, Kim does not stop. With trembling hands, he grabs a grenade and throws it under the car, causing a massive explosion. The vehicle flips several times. Kim holds onto his daughter with all his strength, trying to protect her. Just then, Joji arrives and pulls the girl out safely, but Ray is still alive. He stabs Kim again and again, again, Kim is no longer fighting. He is only looking at his daughter. Regret, forgiveness, and love fill his eyes as if he wants to hold her in his heart one last time. Finally, Kim pulls the pin of a grenade with his bound hands. The grenade falls to the ground. Both ruthless killers who once saw themselves as devils are silenced forever. This is where the film ends. Now tell us how you liked the film and how many stars out of 5 you would give it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like and share it. Your support motivates me to create more videos like this. Thank you, friends. See you in the next video.